What's up, guys? I am back with the second game in this week's Chobo Master Set for Insight Gaming and Lost in Translation. Spawning in the top left-hand corner of Abyssal Reef, currently down 1-0 in the series. It's a pink Zerg Pieces from Lit Esports. It is Kelso. Looking to keep this series alive. I wonder if he's going to opt for that same kind of baneling play. But anyway, on the other side of the map, it is the blue Zerg Pieces this time around from Insight Gaming. Currently 1-0. Is TwoDrunk. So as we know, ZvZ has a general stage, set of stages to follow. Stage 1 is your baneling aggression, and then stage 2 is when people start to transition into the roaches. But if you hit the timing just right, you can actually kill somebody trying to transition into the roaches with a swarm of lings. So far, too cheeky coming out here, but it looks like TwoDrunk opting for the pull first. The last game. What if he's going to get a little bit mind gamed here? I should worry about here, because if TwoDrunk gets mind gamed, he is going to opt for that hatchery. But he did get his spawning pull first, which he did do last game as well. But when he gets over here to scouts the hatchery, he knows both players are going to be going into that macro game. As hatch gas pulls the opening for Kelso this time around, but we have pull hatch gas for TwoDrunk. Everything should equal out about the same, around the same time here. As ZvZ under the sea going to be a thing. This Reef, such a great map to look at. All the fishes. Somewhere around here is a shark. Just swims around the map. I think it's actually above him here. There he is. Hey, Sharky. Kind of hanging out. He's not really swimming, but he's just kind of hanging out. Look at that shark. Look at that shark. Look at him. Look at him. Isn't he so majestic? So majestic. Or is that a dolphin? I think it's a dolphin. It's a dolphin. Yeah, there we go. Not a dolphin swimming. Or is it a dolphin shark? Oh, man. And we do have some lings making their way out on the map here for TwoDrunk, which will get scouted by Kelso. I assume Kelso was indeed paying attention to his mini-map. It looks like TwoDrunk wants to be the aggressor this time around. Get out here and scout. 6 lings are going to pop out here for Kelso and shoot these lings away. He will get in here. He might be able to shave off one or two of these lings before real fights happen. The micro from TwoDrunk being a real thing. And lings trading out. And TwoDrunk should win this fight. And we'll get to knocking on this hatchery. Which Kelso hears you knock it, but you can't come in. As the saying goes, and we do have a baneling nest going down up front here, which will be scouted by Kelso. Queen's going to get to work trying to knock down this Overlord. And his baneling nest versus baneling nest is Kelso, now being the aggressor, going to send out his lings. 10 lings morphing in here for TwoDrunk back home, so he will be able to defend this aggression. And his baneling nest here does two things. It cuts down on the surface area, and it also cuts down on, like, just in general being where these armies can fight. As the queen can position herself in between the two buildings here and not get a pulse around. Ooh, I like this. Kelso is actually hiding his lings up this ramp, but it looks like TwoDrunk's going to section some off here. Actually find this. And this should be a big tell. TwoDrunk, you can't move out. TwoDrunk, don't move out. Go home, man. You gotta go home here. You should know there's a lot of aggression here. So you should be coming home. Right, speed this finish up, but he's going to come home and defend this. There's 12 more lings are going to pop out for Kelso. And the queen will end up living. Some beautiful micro there by TwoDrunk, as these banelings are going to make their way up the ramp. Try and find the economic damage. The banelings being morphed on top of the ramp here. Wonder if he gets rid of cocoons. Well, that's not a way to be kicking this off, as he is bleeding out workers and lost a hell of a lot of lings there. ZvZ, man. ZvZ in a nutshell right there. Oh, the cringe-worthy baneling detonations. Queen's here to try and bounce these lings out here, but this one queen is very damaged. He should have enough for a transfuse on this queen, but it looks like he will not transfuse it at all, and will end up falling. But Mama Queen here, be able to save her babies. Super Mama Queen, Hercules Queen right there. And she's going to position herself in between the baneling nest here. Should be able to stay alive. Just going to get that last inject just in case. 3 banelings do finish morphing in up here. Around a third base for Kelso. And TwoDrunk got some banelings of his own, looking to trade banelings for banelings, and he does! Very good connection there. Now this is lings v lings, and 3 more banelings or more for TwoDrunk. But the third base being taken for Kelso is a key factor here. TwoDrunk is behind on workers at the moment. He's behind on army supply, and he's about to be down in the base. But he knows that third base is on the low ground. This is a bad decision for Kelso to put this down here. I understand it can be used for a little bit more aggression and get that ground control or lower control of this area. But this is hugely exposed hatchery here. And TwoDrunk, all he has to do is knock this out. And he will not be able to defend on the low ground anymore. As another baneling is going to connect there with some lings. Trade banelings for banelings! There we go. And once again, TwoDrunk is the one with the banelings again. He is going to get to work on this hatchery on the low ground. Trying to trade. There we go. Oh my gosh. Great control on these banelings. Make sure only one gets taken out at a time. And he will pick up 3 more lings. So these trades are definitely going in favor of TwoDrunk. But here we go. He is down in worker count. Down in army supply. And just like that, ZvZ swings back the other way. As he is morphing in more lings here. These lings are going to get caught trying to get across the map. The surface area is going to go to TwoDrunk in this fight here. But still no third base behind TwoDrunk. So he's looking to kill off Kelso on 2 base. Which can happen. If he can get the lings out to do this. And get the baneling connections here. It's going to be his game. As Kelso is trying to drone up slowly behind this. 2 more drones being added on for TwoDrunk. Because he wasn't droning up for a while there. Finally realizing, man, I can get back into this game if I just make a few more drones. And get my economy rolling again. He's morphing at Bailey, so he is trying to knock down this third base. I don't even know what I just saw. I don't understand this game anymore. The Baneling trades are real right now for TwoDrunk. He is getting the best connections of his life in this game. Oh, there we go. He's trading out 1 ling for a Baneling. Is that the way you want to go? But I just say you can't really control that. But that last connection just very cringeworthy. On the other side of the map, we do have a run by here for Kelso, trying to get on top of this hatchery. TwoDrunk is going to pull his army back here to try and defend this. Looks like he's going to option back around. A little bit of an F2 command on that control there. That happens from all skill levels. Fast Baneling is going to get cleaned up. The TwoDrunk going for a run by this time, trying to get into that natural base. Oh, but this is huge. Oh, this is going to make me cringe, TwoDrunk. That would have been bad if you ran these in here. These Banelings finished up. TwoDrunk does like for that multi-prong here, trying to come in from 2 different angles. And hit him from the front and pull his attention to the front and just swing these lings into the back. This could be the finishing blow for TwoDrunk if he can get this attack work. TwoDrunk's still on 3 base, by the way. He is transferring drones down here to mine from his natural. It's 3 base versus 2, which means the larva is definitely in favor of Kelso. Alright, the flank coming in here for TwoDrunk, losing a lot of lings up here in the natural base. And again, another run by looks like it was going on. Yep, alright, there is another run by heading towards the natural base for TwoDrunk. The 16 lings about to pop out, and another queen. Minecrawler is going to get cleaned up by these lings. TwoDrunk is trying to hold on with some static Ds. He can't take his third base from his aggression from Kelso, just stalling him out like that. Actually, he's not even spending this larva down here. There's about to be another round of larva popping out, and Kelso's not even finishing the larva in the third base. Very interesting, actually, because look how much army is just sitting here. If he were to start morphing these into lings, TwoDrunk would be in trouble. But he's not. I wonder if he's saving these for drones. I wonder if he's saving... Okay, there we go. He's finally morphing them. I think he finally realized his error of his ways. He's going to start adding them on. Here we go. Next fight is going to happen. Baneling's not quite here yet for TwoDrunk. Queens are off creep. Then you get the surround on these queens, he will be able to clean them up. Another decent Baneling connection there coming out. 3 Banelings for 3 Banelings. Trading 1 for 1 pretty much his entire game. It's a really decent connection for TwoDrunk, as I said earlier. TwoDrunk trying to bait out that next connection there. Banishes will keep these queens alive. And these run-bys from TwoDrunk being held off with the Predator drones. TwoDrunk is pulling ahead in the worker count behind us. He's 28 to 21. But he's still on that 2 base economy. Ling Baneling, man. Ling Bling is just... For this long, it's been 10 minutes of Ling Bling. And TwoDrunk finally getting his third base. And here goes another... Oh, huge... Sweet. Banelings are going to get in here, trying to find a connection on these Optimus. Does get to cancel some of this... TwoDrunk. The drones, man. The drones. He immediately falls behind in the worker count again. Oh my gosh. Decent connections there from Kelso, finding some damage. The TwoDrunk with the RE supply, finding another good connection here. Gonna push out once again. 14 more lings about to pop out. A new player trying to transition into that next phase. His link bling is the way to go here. And the point of contention has been his third base the entire game. If TwoDrunk could take this out and force Kelso back down to 2 base, it's in his game. It's in his favor. Third base, not gonna get canceled. Oh, he does cancel just in time. But again, that keeps both players starting to hurt here. In terms of army and resources lost. Take a look at that real quick. It's been 195 units killed to 165. It's a lot of lings dying and a lot of drones dying. As Kelso does slip up there with that baneling, not finding any real connection there. Oh, TwoDrunk, please get another connection. Oh my gosh, please get it, pick that up in time. He is just gonna run right by. It looks like he's trying to force the fight up here on top of his ramp. I like this decision to take the high ground this fight. Oh, Vision up there, he can just kind of A-click his way up, and TwoDrunk just trying to bait this fight out. Banelings joining in this fight, trying to find some connection on these drones himself. Will he get 2? Will he get 3? Detonate! There you go. Finding some decent connections himself. Kelso just gonna send these drones down to the third base. Another round of lings already making their way across the map. For TwoDrunk, looks like he wants to ball them up actually. Master ZvZ facepalm. This is just nothing but ling and banelings. These linglongs are going to make their way into the main base here and not be able to find any drone damage at all. And TwoDrunk still opting not to throw it on that third base again. It's been almost another minute, 2 minutes here before he's thrown down that third base. Kelso having that third base means he has more larva. He has the ability to mine at a third base, as he is mining out in his main base here. So he will just be able to transfer some drones to another base and start mining again. But if TwoDrunk can break him, he'll be in good position. He does have a third base on his way as well. He's going to get to work on these rocks, trying to change up how this map is opened up and flowing. So on the other side of the map, a run by heading right towards that third base location of TwoDrunk. Nothing back home to defend but a couple lings, banelings, trying to save them. He does do. His third base is going to have to be canceled again. TwoDrunk finding it rough. He didn't cancel. He actually loses that. These queens playing the bouncer on the ramp again, trying to find their way in. And TwoDrunk's still fighting the rocks. I wonder if he's still in the air to tap out. I don't know. The economy game is not favoring him right now. As it's 3 base to 2. And he's losing drones again. Now it's 18 to 14 in drones, since he will be able to clean up the last. What are upgrades? It's still speed. There's been no melee on the way. No carapace. His TwoDrunk finally knocks down these rocks and will be able to push into a natural base here. So he will be able to kill off one of these bases by the looks of it. I don't know why he threw his forces there. Shit, just threw his forces. She just went for it. Go to the main and start killing stuff. There's some idle drones here, not mining for Kelso actually. Both players starting to feel the fatigue at 13 minutes of ling baneling. No roach war. Neither player could afford a roach war in this game. That's how crazy this has been. We are starting to find the economic damage. 2 lings about to finish up. That's not going to be enough for Kelso. And TwoDrunk sacrificing some units on the other side, sacrificing that third base yet again. Might actually be able to close this out. Both players are mined out in their main base. TwoDrunk kind of trapped in the main base here. Kelso trying to find his way out with some of these lings. They start trying to find some damage elsewhere. Although the last set of mining drones here for Kelso are in his third base. If TwoDrunk can keep these lings alive, he'll make him have a really good advantage here in the army supply. He's just going to morph them into banelings out of sight here and out of mind of Kelso. I guess he's looking to defend his 4th base location. Opt for another run by. These banelings are in trouble being scouted here. I love this decision. I love this. He'll be able to get such a huge drone connection here if this connects. Kelso being forced to not mine again in this third base. He's rerouting back to his natural. A lot of mining time being lost here as TwoDrunk is just going to be at the 20 workers again. And be able to reinforce it even when lings is I'm at a loss of words right now. This game has just been complete insanity. At 14 minutes in, we're still in Ling Baneling. Neither player has a lair yet in this game. Neither player has a lair in this game at 14 minutes in. What is this game? Absolute insanity. This looks like it's going to be the last fight here for Kelso, though. There's a good opportunity this will be. Baneling morphing it is going to be cancelled. Get the connection. Oh my gosh. I so want to see another juicy connection here. These Baneling connections from TwoDrunk have been pretty good all game. He's trying to... If he gets these queens, that's game. The queens are going to be everything here. If these queens die, that's it. He's trying to bait the fight on Kelso. He does have more lings. There are no banelings for Kelso, and he does get the engagement. The Linglon's going to get taken out. The queens... Transfuse is trying to save him. GG is going to be called. And TwoDrunk takes the series 2-0 off an absolutely crazy Baneling matchup. It is ZvZ. 15 minutes, no lair. Guys, this is Magi signing off once again. And if you like what you see here on my channel, hit me up with that follow on Twitch. Hit that subscribe button. And tell us for your replays if you would like them cast at magicast@gmail.com. And I will see you in the next one.